Hopefully some of you giggled when you read this or rolled your eyes or said, why did he use such a clickbait title? And I think that's totally cool because this is kind of a interesting one. However, I do feel it's serious enough to address because whether some of us wanted to admit it or not, we may have at some point at least harbored some of these sentiments. So before I start, I just want to say that the traditional Buddhist teachings on conceit and becoming are way more important than anything I have to say. And these are the proper ways to deal with this. I wanted to take a look, though, at kind of more what's behind this and address it maybe in a different way or in an additional way. So what is this pointing to? I think there's just some confusion of that there's a me that needs to be special and get these qualities. But the bright side of this is someone is witnessing, more than likely I'm guessing here, witnessing something in others that they admire and that they see the benefit and value of, and then they don't have it in themselves and they want to get there and they want to become something. So again, this is the conceit. Actually, I said I wasn't going to address it, but this is a conceit of me and then wanting to become something. But what can happen, though, is aspiring to these values, focusing on these values that are of admirable quality and that one sees benefit in. So how can we foster these qualities everywhere we go? I think one of the ways we can do is set values, to highly value. It's already valued. Just reaffirm and confirm that I see a lot of wisdom. I witness a lot of faith. This person acts amazingly, has access to tons of wisdom and knowledge. That would be helpful, no matter what level I have of it, or express or seek. So how do we continue to draw close to these wise beings? How do we foster that in ourselves? How do we strengthen our weaknesses that are getting in the way, that are the opposite of these qualities? Reflecting on why these qualities are really valuable and useful, and how when they're present in my experience, then the benefits that accrue because of them. What can I serve these qualities? How can I give of myself what I can instead of just wanting these qualities either given to me or handed over or gotten somehow or envious of them? Of course, we cultivate certain qualities we find admirable, but also what can we provide that will foster, bring about these things without any expectation of return? How can we appreciate these qualities more, and how can we appreciate what we actually already possess of them, or not possess so much as whatever degree they're available and present? How can they be more appreciated? How can they be celebrated? How can these qualities even be celebrated when we witness them or when we recognize the goodness and usefulness and benefit of whatever qualities? So again, the focus is on the qualities and not the person so much. Not a me who's lacking or a them who's got, but what is actually beneficial here and worth rejoicing in and aspiring towards. And what would it be like if I just dropped that personhood or didn't pick that personhood up if I didn't need to, and just celebrated the values and qualities that are so admirable? And then being okay with what if they never came? what if I never experience those qualities again in me or another? How would I be with that? Would I still be grateful for that which I had witnessed and experienced? And the heart that recognizes the beauty and benefit, usefulness and helpfulness in these qualities that I so desperately want or admire. So these are the things I think that could complement some of the teachings on conceit, comparison, not being good enough, or even looking down on others, or thinking I'm just as good as others. And this notion of becoming, I have to be this in the future. What will I become, Balancing that with how well am I spending my time, and what's useful and helpful, and what can I give, or what can I provide, what can I strengthen, what can I celebrate.